Hey, do you have, like probably all of us, a couple of things on your to-do list that have probably been on there way too long? These are things that, aren't terribly significant. They're not projects, they're little one-offs. Perhaps they take, 30 minutes or less. Usually they're related to us personally because they're not time sensitive. No one else is being bothered by them. It's just literally our thing, but it's something that we do truly want to do. And we've just waited way too long, and it has been elevated to what I call a nagging task. And those are things that just really annoy you that you haven't finished. So, if that's the case, this is a great episode for you. This is episode 68 of Handled Ish Productivity for the Imperfect, a weekly podcast for those who want to elevate their productivity, but are not looking for perfection. I'm your host, Betsy Hayes, and I am so happy you're here with me in podcast land or on YouTube. So, if this is you and you are like me and probably all humans, and you have a couple of these things that you've just procrastinated on way too long, this is your nudge. Get it done. Get that puppy done this week, at least one of those. And this has super been top of mind because I dropped my cell phone and cracked the screen protector. I don't even want to tell you how long it was. It might be 8, 9 months. Okay. A little bit in my defense, I did break my knee, but I totally could have done it. I could have had someone drive me there and I could have done it then, but I chose not to do it. And so this has been months with my little cracked screen protector, and it was driving me insane. It was totally elevated not only to a nagging task, but to a, oh my gosh, why have I not gotten this done task? And I went and did it, and the over-indexed joy that I received from not having a cracked screen protector on my phone was absolutely ridiculous. It was totally worth the money. It was literally 30 minutes of my time. The place that I got it fixed is 5 minutes from my house. So there's literally no reason that it needed to take me that much time. But as we all know, as humans, that's what we do. And so I just wanted to pop on. It's going to be a very short episode because this is literally your nudge to get rid of some of those nagging tasks, at least one on your list this week. Just do it. Figure out when you're scheduled. Just do it. I believe my theory, my hypothesis is that you will also experience over index joy from finishing that nagging task. And my hope for both of us, or for all of us, is that that will inspire us to start, checking off some additional nagging tasks. And ideally, although again, we are humans, maybe we wouldn't get to the point where we had so many nagging tasks and we would just knock them off as we think about them. Gretchen Rubin, who writes a lot of books about happiness and productivity, she also has a podcast with her sister called Happier. And she talks about having a power hour. And I think she does this weekly or recommends it weekly. You can have it whenever you want. And the whole idea is to knock off these nagging tasks in a block of time and just, whatever you can do in an hour, right? Just knock off those nagging tasks. And I think that sounds like a great idea. That is something that I have not implemented. I'm just sharing with you. I think it's cool. Let's, maybe implement a power hour, and maybe you can call it the let's think of something cool. Not the getting rid of nagging tasks hour. That's way too long. Anyway, brainstorm. If you think of something cool to call that particular time of getting rid of nagging tasks, let me know. I would love to adopt your language because I think some labeling that time something with something fun, I think will definitely make all of it a little more joyful. But we don't even have to do that because the over-indexed joy from getting rid of a nagging task cannot be understated. I cannot tell you how ridiculously happy I am that I do not have a cracked screen protector on my cell phone. It is totally ridiculous the amount of happiness I have every time I look at that puppy. And so, again, this is your nudge. Get one of those suckers done this week. And have a fabulous week. And I'm very much looking forward to sharing something else and visiting with you again next time on Handled Ish Productivity for the Imperfect. Until then, take care and please be kind to yourself because you are doing way better than you think you are. Trust me.